So this is Joshua Hart from JCH Boxing, and today I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by the man himself, Mr. Sajid Abid. Sajid, thank you for joining me today, and how are we doing?
Josh, pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me. I'm good, man. Good. Nice little rest day today, so I can't complain. How's things with you?
I'm doing very well. Honestly, it's a great honor to have you on the channel, and without without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. So the first
Let's
thing
go.
I want to look at is how you've kind of transitioned your career from defeat in Saudi Arabia, and now you're on the verge of becoming the English champion. How mentally, how mentally tough do you have to be to rebuild yourself from a defeat to now almost becoming the champion of England?
You know what? It's funny you put it that way because I never really looked at it that way. Um, the more I look back at my loss, the more you ask anyone, the more I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Because I believe unless you actually come across an obstacle that forces you to change the way you are, sooner or later you're gonna get found out. And so, I like to think that loss has made me a better fighter, both technically, physically, and mentally. More important, because we all know that boxing itself is incredibly mentally draining sport. And you can be the toughest guy alive if you ain't mentally strong, you ain't gonna get far.
Well, yeah, so the way you rebuilt yourself, obviously, you started off by winning by knockout in Dubai, and since then you fought in two English title eliminators, one being an eliminator and then one being the final eliminator. And then now, obviously, you return on, is it May 20th in Derby? So
Yep.
first of all, how's preparation going ahead of that fight?
It's going as good as it can be. Obviously we had Ramadan well, yeah, well, this month pretty much finished this month. Um, it's been I can't lie, it's been difficult trying to train whilst I fast. Um, but when the opportunity came to fight in Derby, I couldn't say no. You know, fully knowing that I'd be fasting and having to train, so it's been difficult, but I've done as much as I can. And granted, it's a six rounder. Um, I think I've done enough. So I'll be fine.
So that's another question that I actually haven't got wrote down, but I think it's quite an interesting one to talk about. How hard is it to train while being in Ramadan and having to fast? Like, do you have to adjust your training in any way?
Um, Not really. Mainly because my schedule is pretty packed out with work, training clients. So I have to go on as I do normally, just with minimum reserves. The thing is though, like how I look at Ramadan is a lot of people try to find the easy way of doing things whilst they fast, but it kind of goes against the point of it. So, I like to look at it as a way of building mental fortitude. And if I can do what I'm doing on bare minimum reserves, then when I'm fully fueled up, I'll be fine.
Now, obviously, looking forward with a victory on May 20th, it should be that you'll face Lucas Ballingall for his English title in a couple months. Now, I've interviewed Lucas already, and he seems very eager just to get back in the ring. He doesn't care who it is. How
Mm.
excited are you for the opportunity to face a man in Lucas's position and get the famous English title wrapped around your waist?
You know what? All respect to Lucas. He's a great fighter. He comes from a great background. I'm excited to have that fight. I'm excited for all my fights. I'm a boxer. I enjoy boxing. Um, so I'm looking forward to it. If you were to ask me like 5 years ago, do I see myself fighting for the English title? I'll be like, not really. No. But 5 years later, I'm here fighting for the English. And yeah, can't wait for it.
And how beneficial would it be for your career to pick up a major title like that?
Oh, massively. It'll be my first title. It will lead on to bigger and better things, hopefully British and then, Commonwealth. Once I win the English, doors open, and then I can really start pushing for bigger and better things.
Sajid, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on today. Thank you for your time.
No problem, mate. Thank you.